So I went to the lingerie store to buy some new stuff for my wife. I was looking at underwear. I asked the store clerk, "Are these satin?" She looks at me and says, "No, sir, they're brand new." Hello, welcome to Shave and Butcher. Oh no, wait. Wrong channel. This isn't Shave and Butcher. This is me, Justin, the Red Island Shaver. Welcome to the Wednesday video. Look forward to doing this one. I got a care package from my good friend Johan, or Ewan. Correct me on that. Maddie calls you Ewan, I call you Johan. Which one is it? Anyway, sorry for butchering your name if I butchered the Shave and Butcher. So I got a care package from whatever his name is pronounced. And looking very forward to it. First things, I got these, yeah. Oh yeah, I got these. Oh yeah, I got two of them. I got the unicorn soaps from Matti Lindholm via Johan, and he sent them in these nice tins. And he sent two of each. I have two orange and two lemon lime. These are the lemon lime. They smell fantastic. So keep an eye on my channel, because next two videos will be reviews on these. So Saturday and then next Wednesday. And then you definitely want to watch next Wednesday's video, because there could possibly be a giveaway. Full disclosure, there's going to be a giveaway. I have 4 soaps here. I only need 2. I'm not going to be greedy. So I'm giving 2 of these away. But you're not getting the tins. I'm keeping the tins. I'll see if I can find something. I'll see if I can find something to send them out in. But anyway, today is going to be all about this. The Bulldog soap. Now apparently Team Sweden can't lather this. So they had to send it to Team Canada to see if Team Canada can get this to lather up. So we're going to give it the old college try. I mean, you know, why not? Why not send it to the blind guy? Or the legally blind guy. See if he can lather it. I just use my superhuman abilities. I don't use vision to do this shit. Brush the CoyoteCuts Psycho-Delic Funk 24mm tuxedo knot. We are using distilled water as always, not using the Doug Bear 10-second, 20-second method. I'm just going to load the shit out of this and see what happens. I do have a fairly damp brush here, and we'll just see what we can get out of it. I know the guys were getting like foamy, dissipating lather, so we'll see if we could just really work this and get a good load. It is a very hard soap, so we'll see. Getting lots of suds around the soap. Don't know if we're going to get any in the brush. Before we get going too far, I would like to express my deepest condolences to DK and his family on the loss of your grandfather. I'm very sorry for your loss, brother. If you need anybody to talk to or anything, you can always reach out to me. I am always online, except for when I'm sleeping, and be more than willing to talk. So I'm just going to keep loading and lathering this. Really want a heavy load. I used to have the nickname of the Lather King because I could lather anything, including soaps that were unlatherable. And that was before I started with my secret weapon, which was distilled water. So we'll see what happens. Getting tons of soap around the puck though. So that's a good sign. Because we are going to apply that right to the face. Alright, let's scoop this out and see what we can come up with, because you know what, I don't have a plan B. I don't have any other soap lined up here. This is the only one that's out, so I'm gonna get every bit of proto lather that I can. If this is going to be a challenge and we're going to send this to other people, I'll rinse the soap off and dry it out before I send it along its way. But yeah, maybe this will become a challenge soap. So if you're interested in trying this, just hit me up in the comments. We'll figure something out. Maybe wait and see if I can get it to work, and then you can hit me up in the comments. Oh, brother. Hopefully everybody is having a great day. I'm having an exceptionally fantastic day, and I didn't think I was going to be. I know a lot of us are pet owners, pet lovers. I'm no exception. I have a cat, an extremely needy cat, an extremely clingy cat, and that furry little bastard got out the other night. And she's an indoor only cat, and we always strive to keep her indoors. And I don't know how she got out. Actually, I think I know how she got out. This new place has a screen door leading to the tiny little thing that most people would call a deck. Ours looks like a deck, but only smaller. But anyway, it's enough room to get out there and barbecue. But anyway, I noticed there was a slit at the bottom of the screen that I didn't know was there, and she must have been able to squeeze through it the other evening. And she got out, and I was beside myself with grief. Because this cat is really, really something special to me. Now we're going to start adding water into this. It may seem strange, but every night before we go to bed, she will meow at me. And when she, figures, it's time that the humans start heading upstairs. And she will lead me up the stairs, like a few steps at a time, and then turn around and meow at me. And then when we get to the top, she'll lead me into the bedroom. She'll jump up on the bed at the corner closest to the door. And while I'm petting her, she will lead me around the bed to my side. And then she'll climb onto the end table right where the lamp is. All the while meowing at me. And so I can find the lamp in the dark. Now, I don't know if people have cats that do that, but mine does. And she's very clingy with me, like very needy. Like in the evenings, a lot of times she'll jump up on the couch beside me, and she will sleep right beside me on a pillow. She'll watch over us at night from the bedside table. And then she will, climb over onto the bed. She always gets a belly rub before bed. She won't go to sleep without a belly rub. So I was pretty distraught. I was in bad shape. But anyway, 5 o'clock this morning, my youngest comes into the bedroom. He's like, Dad, Dad, Dad. And I'm like, what? And I wasn't really sleeping anyway. He's like, I got the cat. I'm like, what? He heard her meowing outside because he sleeps downstairs a lot of the nights. And he heard her meowing outside. And so thankfully he got her back in. And she's back home. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know if Team Canada is going to be able to lather this. I don't think I'm going to put any more water into it. Because I think this is going to start to dissipate into a foamy mess. So I'm going to stop there. There's lots of airy shit, but I'm not detecting too much lather, so we'll get into the shave. Jesus, Johan, you may have found something that beat me. It's half slick though. I can't get it off my goddamn fingers. All right. Razor for today, Karve stainless, the SBC plate with a feather blade. Yeah, I know, that's kind of ballsy, isn't it? Feather blade with this wonderfully voluminous lather. But it's the blade that's in it. I'm not changing it out. Alright, well, slickness is okay. It's not going to win any awards. That's for freaking sure. But it's okay. I don't think I would use a straight razor for this, I know that. I mean, there is some lather there. Not much. Doing a cold water shave today. It's like a whopping 17 degrees out, which is, I don't know, 50 something. For all you You people that still follow the Fahrenheit scale, so yeah, not exactly summer-like. So let's see what we have here. Ugh. Ugh. It's kind of gross. It's pretty foamy, from what I can tell. I think I can get enough onto the face to do something with, maybe. I don't know, sports fans. It wants to lather, and it doesn't. So I'm just going to spread this foamy mess all over. It's pretty thin, eh? Oh well, we're going for it. When somebody sends you, you know, such an amazing, luxurious soap, you know, take it out from behind my ears. Somebody sends you such an amazingly high-end performing soap, you know, you have to use it. All right, so across the grains. This reminds me of a story. All these clouds of lather. It's like snow. It's like the snowstorm I drove home in once, Christmas Eve. Get a phone call from my boss. I was driving for a broker at the time. And he's like, yo, wonder if you could do me a favor. I'm like, sure, what's that? He's like, well, Myron's flying in from Fort Mac to Pearson, which is in Toronto, where I was loading in Toronto. He's like, he needs a ride back home to PEI. I need you to give him a lift home. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's no problem. So do I have to go to the airport and fuss around with all that, you know, BS to get him? He's like, no, he's going to jump in a taxi. He's going to come to you. I'm like, okay, perfect. So I knew there was weather coming. I knew we were going to be in weather most of the trip home. So I'm sitting there doing illegal things to my logbook. I.e. getting everything lined up just right so I can drive straight home. Because in Canada, you can only drive 13 hours a day in your log, and then you have to sleep for 10 hours unless you're on your way home, and you can defer 2 hours to your home time, which means you only have to sleep for 8. I think it was 8. Yeah, something like that. Or maybe on your last leg you could do 8 hours and defer 2 hours. Yeah, you could do 8 hours in your last leg home, defer 2 hours, and then sleep 6, I think is how it goes. I don't know, it's been a long time since I did long home. But anyway, so Myron shows up and he's like, so, I heard there's some weather coming. I'm like, yeah, there's weather coming. There's a snowstorm forecast all the way from Toronto right to PEI. And this is December 23rd. I'm in Toronto, and I've never missed a Christmas home. So I'm like, yeah. And he said, so how do you plan on doing it? I'm like, well, you can't drive because you don't work for Midland anymore, the company I was with. And Robbie was brokered with. He owned the truck and had brokered on the Midland. So he's like, what are we going to do? I'm like, well, we're going to get caffeinated as fuck and we're driving straight home to PEI. He's like, that sounds good. So I finally get loaded. Not snowing in Toronto yet, but I knew the shit's fluffing all over me. I knew the weather was ahead of us. So finally get loaded. I got a big load of cake batter on. Had to Tridem trailer. So a Tridem trailer is a trailer with 3 axles. You can haul more weight. So I had what we call in the industry a big jag on. So I had a good heavy load. The truck was grossing over 100,000 pounds. So good and heavy for the snow. So get loaded, get her up on the 401, point her eastward, and put her in the home gear. And away we went. And just east of Toronto, it went shit. Kind of like the shave soap. Just absolutely went to shit. Just boom, we're in it now. We're in snow, and cars off the frickin' road, and trucks off the road, and yeah, it was a fun drive. So Myron was a green tea junkie. He always had to have his green tea. I was a coffee junkie. coffee junkie. Still am. And I don't even know if there's any lather on my face. There's none. I'm using residual foam here to shave with a feather blade. How about that? Anyway, so we made like, I don't know, like 12 coffee and tea stops along the way. But it was good because I had Myron to keep me awake while we chatted the whole way. It was a white knuckle drive the whole way to the Maritimes. And we were in snow the whole way. From just east of Toronto all the way to, almost all the way to PEI. Now, it's a 16-hour drive from Toronto to PEI, so just think 16 hours of snow, really heavy snow, trying to get around snow plows and stupid people. Now, we weren't driving too fast either because the road conditions did not allow for fast driving, so we're talking like 60, anywhere from 60 to 80 kilometers an hour the whole way. So I'm trying to think of that in miles per hour. What would that be? 50, 55 to like, I don't know, 45 to like 55 miles an hour or something like that the whole way home. It was a long ass drive. Anyway, we finally made it to PEI. I think I have some lather on my skin here. Finally made it to PEI, and there was no snow on the island. So we looked like our truck looked like we just arrived out of a movie set somewhere. It was just completely caked in snow falling off it, melting. Get into Charlottetown, get to the terminal, and did all my stuff, and Myron got picked up. My wife came and picked me up, and she saw the truck in the trailer just completely covered in snow, the whole undercarriage, the wheel wells. The front grille still had snow dripping off it and melting. She just looks at me and she's like, "You had a hell of a drive home, eh?" I'm like, "Yeah, you might say that." And this is Christmas Eve, by the way. This was Christmas Eve, but I never missed a Christmas at home. I never missed a birthday. Luckily, I shouldn't say luck. My wife and both kids, their birthdays are all in December, so it's an expensive month, but when I was trucking long haul, it was easy to kind of get home for everything. Because the first two birthdays are only 2 days apart, and then the next birthday was a week before Christmas. So I'd always be able to get out and get that last run in right after the youngest, right after his birthday, and get that last quick little run in, and then get home like the 23rd or the 24th. So all is well that ends well. Just another fine example of what we do on the road. Right down to the illegal logbooking, or creative writing as we used to call it. Alright, so we get into the cold water rinse to rinse off the residual slickness of this just amazing shape product. I gotta say, I've never been stumped by a soap. I may try this once again. Or I might not. I don't know. I couldn't really get it to lather worth a shit. I got something out of it. I don't know if it dissipated quite as much as it did on Johan. So maybe I'll pat myself on the back for that. But as far as that goes, not much to write home about. But it is what it is, I guess. And what it is don't buy this soap. If you see it at your local Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, wherever this stuff is sold, just don't. Now, there is a bit of residual slickness there, but I think a lot of that residual slickness is residual soap, possibly. Anyway, a nice citrus scent though, we'll give it that. So yeah, we'll go with Maol grooming. Tangerine, why not? We'll carry on the Citrus Fest. All in all, a decent shave. Surprised. I don't know though. I could be bleeding in 16 different places. Oh, and I just can't see it. Oh man, I love the smell of this splash. So, just a nice citrus pop, and I didn't get quite as much out as I wanted. Give her a couple more shakes. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. This is just like taking a fresh tangerine or a clementine and just peeling it open and just smacking it in your face. Incredible. No fillers, no other scents in here. Just straight up tangerine. And when I say real tangerine, I mean real tangerine. It smells exactly like a real tangerine. So anyway, guys, that is the shave for today. Kind of one to not really write home about. It was okay, but yeah, that soap could be better. So Johan, I guess, and Frank, you're not the only ones. I guess I can't lather it either. Oh well, so that's the shave for today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Thanks to all the subscribers. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me every week. And that's it. So stay tuned for Saturday for the unicorn soap from Mette Lindholm. I think we're going to go orange or lemon lime. We'll see how I feel. Anyway, that's it for today. As always, friends, be safe, be kind to one another, and as always, have a great day and even better shave. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.